Guys, welcome to ICAST 2025. We're gonna show you the best kayak Old Town has ever made. Oh, the autopilot, but it's not here.
Oh, well, you know, the autopilot's great, but have you checked this thing out?
Sure. Let's go check it out. See, you're more famous than I am, bro.
What's going on? We're doing this again?
We're doing this again.
All
what
right,
is
Aliex,
this?
good to see you, bro.
Always.
ICAST 2025. We are hanging out in the Minn Kota Hummingbird booth. We've got our new Old Town Sportsman PDL 120 Pro on display. We rigged it out for the show. Pretty exciting. We worked really closely with our cousins over in Minn Kota to bring to market the new KAYAK optimized Terova. It's amazing. It's a 45-pound thrust motor. It mounts in minutes on the bow of the PDL 120, and it gives you the spot lock that you want when you need. It can also propel you and be your primary propulsion if you so choose. But the quick stow and deploy on this thing is great. We designed it in a way that it's offset, so when your pedal drive is stowed, it's not hitting the motor head. Deploys in minutes or seconds. But what I love most about this is, like, rigging is not my strong suit. I enjoy a fully rigged boat, but I really don't enjoy the process of rigging. So what I love about this new platform and this motor is I can rig this without drilling any holes. So it has the 4-hole pattern that this mounts to beautifully. You get the through-hole wiring here that you run the power, you route the power all the way to the back, and you've got a through-hole wiring port out back and a dedicated spot for a battery box. You can get this thing rigged up with the kill switch install in literally like a half hour without having to drill any holes, which is awesome. On this platform, we took our best-selling kayak of all time, the PDL 120, and we took all of the most frequently requested feature upgrades and we implemented it into this platform. And what I'm really proud about is our team was able to accomplish all the things people wanted without going wider, going longer, going heavier. And we're seeing that in the kayak space. Is like, in order to do what you see here, a lot of these kayaks are getting really, really big. We didn't want to do that. We wanted to stay true to why people love 12-foot kayaks. They're still able to go on the back of a truck, top of a car, on your roof rack, on a trailer. They're really portable, and it's the perfect blend between portability and performance. So what we did with this platform was we took all that feedback. We redesigned the bow hatch, so it's easier to get inside, and it's way more easier to use than an oval. We put a nice little Easter egg in this thing. We designed it to have a parking lot for a spare prop, because you should always have a spare prop with you. So you've got a nice dedicated spot where that's out of the way. We redesigned all of the through-hull wiring ports. So now you get this nice rubber gasket that if you undo that, you can slice it from the side of the triangle, and on the back side of that there's preset diameters. So depending on what you're running, whether it's a Mega Live 2 or 2 screens, or you're running a transducer cable through it, some of the cables are different sizes. So we've got preset sizes on those grommets. All you have to do is remove that, slice from the outside to the circle that you're wanting, then you can put that gasket right around it, mount that back in. So we got 5 of these. We've got 1 by the scupper, 1 up front, 2 in the cockpit, and 1 all the way in the back. But those are completely redesigned, and you can fit 4 or 5 wires through one of those ports. But they're strategically placed to where, again, you can run your wires and not have to drill into this kayak unless you so choose. Another really impressive thing that our team did was we did not go any wider on this kayak. What we did instead was we went to a thinner gunnel shape, and we went to an aluminum 36-inch track, 4 of them, 1 on either side of you in the cockpit and 2 out back. What this does is it gives the kayak a lot more rigidity. It also allows you to move your fish finder screens, your forward-facing sonar control arms, everything closer to your seated position. That was something that we heard a lot on the PDL 120, is my screen's too far away, or where do I mount my Mega Live 2 control arm? This allows you to get all that closer to your seated position. And by thinning the hulls and going to those skinny tracks, it gives your usable space inside. It just like makes this feel like an autopilot. That's how much space you have when you're inside this kayak. And by going to a much bigger internal cockpit space, again, we didn't go wider with this kayak, we just blew out the interior. We were able to accommodate horizontal rod storage. We've got 2 on either side, and by thinning out the gunnels from front to back, you've got enough space to fit up to a 9-10 foot rod, and it can bleed out into the back here without impacting your tackle crates, your coolers, your battery boxes. So that's a really nice design improvement. And another thing that we had to do in order to accomplish the horizontal rod storage, which was a frequently requested feature, was we moved the seat to this adjustable shuttle tray. So this mounts on an accessory track on the floor. What I love about this is at the end of the day, when I'm throwing this in the bed of my truck or on the top of my vehicle, is I can unclip this seat from that tray and I don't have to adjust the seat again. So I lock that seat into wherever it fits my legs. I just pop the seat off, the seat tray stays. When I get to the water again, I pop the seat on and I'm ready to roll. I don't have to re-put them on the mounting, the shuttle track and find my leg position again. It's ready to roll next time I'm on the water. It still has the same great PDL drive backed by a 5-year warranty. We also offer this platform in ePDL as well. So if you do want the benefits of having the e-bike technology in your kayak, you can buy this package with ePDL. So again, you can have an ePDL kayak and put a bow-mounted trolling motor on it, or you can go standard PDL, bow-mounted trolling motor. What's great about this platform is it's all about modularity. You can set this up to have just the pedal drive as it comes, or you can, if you down the road want to add a bow-mounted trolling motor, you can, stern power, you can. You can set this up and just have a modular, customized experience depending on your budget or your preferences. And there's some days like I just want to get out and pedal around and I don't want to have to deal with batteries and power and all that stuff. If I can get out, this is still a really badass pedal kayak. But then there's days that, like last weekend, I took my son striper fishing on the coast. We got crazy tide swings in Maine. I threw my bow mount trolling motor on my kayak, so when we're fishing the river in the outgoing tide, I was able to spot lock and hold my position. And then between when I was spot locked, I was able to pedal and kind of control my boat with my pedal drive. So it's just a really great platform. For $34.99, you get this platform with the pedal drive. From there, you can add the bow-mounted trolling motor by Minn Kota, the KAYAK Terova, for $14.99. Then you just source whatever battery you want, and you've got the ability to plug and play your propulsion. So moving back into the back of the kayak, you do have 2 more 36-inch accessory tracks that you can mount whatever you'd like on it. You still have 2 stern-facing rod holders. As you can see, you got a lot more space beside you in the back here because we thinned out those hulls, the gunnels. We've got a dedicated spot for battery box. So there are lash down locations to secure your battery so it doesn't go anywhere. And we have a through hull wiring port as well as an access hatch now out back here. So again, you can run all your wires without having to drill any holes in this kayak. Lastly, we added a second spot for a shallow water anchor or a motor. So you've got the option to either remove your rudder if you wanted to run like a Newport off the back. You could replace the rudder and center mount a motor back here, or you can offset your motor mount, or you can run 2 power pole shallow water anchors out back here. You just have options. This kayak's all about options and setting it up exactly how you want. We're really proud of how this came out. Again, it is a perfect blend. Being a 12-foot kayak that's only 36 inches wide, it's the perfect blend of performance as well as portability. So you're able to handle this thing one person without a trailer if you want, and it's not that heavy. All in, this thing weighs about 125, 130 pounds. Take the drive off, take the seat off, take the battery out, take all the stuff off of it, you've got about 100-pound hull weight. So manageable for one person, certainly manageable in and out of a truck bed like I usually do with a bed extender, but it's still very transportable. It's got that W pontoon style hull that people love on the PDL 120. Still the same kayak from the water level down, so it's still very stable, but this just gives you the best of both worlds. You get a pedal drive kayak out of the box with the ability to mount motors on either end and set this thing up to be the absolute dream kayak. We do have it mounted with the Explore 9, and I mounted a Mega Live 2 transducer arm there, or I'm sorry, a Mega Live 2 transducer arm here. This is by HD Innovations. So I just wanted to demonstrate how closely you can have the control arm for your transducer next to your seated position. What's really nice about the KAYAK Terova and the Explorer is you can link them together. So I can operate this kayak and the motor in the front using either the remote, or I can use an iPhone app if I download the app, or I can control all the functionality on that drive on my Explorer 9. So between having forward-facing sonar, down imaging, side imaging, motor control, I can set this kayak up and control it a few different ways, which is awesome. So if you want to learn more about this awesome new kayak and all the things that we did to make this thing the Pro, visit oldtownwatercraft.com. If you want to learn more about the new Minn Kota KAYAK Terova 45-pound thrust motor that is set up beautifully on this PDL 120, you can visit minnkotamotors.com. This is Ryan Lilly coming at you live from ICAST 2025. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to smash that Aliex subscribe button
and like it.
Apply the notification. I like to watch all this stuff. I know you do too. We'll see you on the next one.
Thanks. That's perfect. Didn't even have to say anything.